Coming up on this week's Gadget Show Web TV, John's looking at the new Denon noise-cancelling headphones. I bring you this week's best tech news and head to New York to check out the Logitech Revue. And welcome to this week's Web TV. Coming up later, I head to New York to check out Google TV and Logitech's Revue, a set-top box that brings the format into the home. But first up, John's been checking out Denon's latest noise-cancelling headphones to see how they compare to his current favourites, the Bose QC15s. So, how did they match up? Over to John to find out.
I've always been impressed by Denon's noise-cancelling headphones. When I tried their on-ear 732s a couple of years back, I found they were notably better than Bose's on-ear QC3s. They had better noise isolation and, crucially, much more natural sound quality. Now Denon have come up with a new premium pair of over-ear noise-cancelling headphones, these new NC800S. They're set to rival the excellent Bose QC15s that won our test on the main Gadget show earlier this year. They're very well designed, they're rather handsome, they feel very well made, they've got some very comfortable ear pads, 42mm drivers in there, they're powered by a AAA battery that's good for about 40 hours of listening, and just like the on-ear Denons, they actually work, albeit without noise cancellation, whether the power is on or off. However, in order to test them properly, I need to go somewhere a good deal noisier. Well, this is much better, a noisy motorway bridge. Now, first I'm going to try the noise cancellation without music. Denon's first. That's noise cancellation off. Obviously get a bit of attenuation because of the actual ear cups themselves. Not that much. Let's try it with the circuits on. There's quite a bit of cut in the bass. You definitely find that a help if you're on a plane. There it is on. And that's off. Now let's try the Boses. A little bit more attenuation without any electronics on. That's it with noise cancellation off. And that's with it on. I would say the Boses are definitely more effective. And now with music playing in the background. Here it is with noise cancellation off. Obviously you can do that on the Denons, you can't do that on the Boses because it just won't play at all. And music with it on. There's also a restorer noise-cancelling mode on the Denons, which claims to open out compressed music. I found it did have an effect, but not a huge one. Now let's try the Boses. That's noise cancellation on with music on the Boses. So I think it's a clear victory for the Bose on noise isolation, much closer on actual audio quality, because the Denons do have that rather nice crisp sound with a particularly clear bass. You've got very good speech intelligibility, and I think audio purists will be slightly more satisfied with the Denons than the Boses. However, the Bose still sound very good indeed, and it's also significantly louder than the Denons, which could be useful in noisy situations. So, difficult call, even though the Denons do have that advantage of operating without batteries if necessary. I think just by a small margin, the Boses are the ones I would take on a long plane journey.
Right, news time now, and first up, Apple have announced that the Beatles are now available for the first time on the iTunes Store. Starting now, the group's 13 remastered studio albums will be available on standard download and iTunes LPs. Fans can also get their hands on a special digital Beatles box set featuring the live at Washington Coliseum 1964 concert film, an exclusive to iTunes which captures the Beatles' very first US concert. Single albums are available for purchase and download and cost $10.99 each. Double albums cost $17.99 each, and individual tracks are priced at 99p. And their special digital Beatles box set costs £125 and contains all 13 remastered albums with iTunes LPs and all of their mini documentaries. Right, next up, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has announced the future of modern messaging by launching a service that brings your emails, instant messages, Facebook messages and texts into one seamless portal. The service will allow users to view communications from all devices in one conversation history for each of your friends. In theory, this will allow our every technological correspondence to take place and be recorded, all on Facebook. Another aspect of the new service is called the social inbox, which ensures that users only receive messages that they care about. It acts like a spam filter to block out any unwanted messages by giving users much greater control over who they receive messages from. The service will be rolled out to users slowly over the next few months. Google TV has recently launched in the US, and Logitech have developed the Revue set-top box for people to experience it at its full potential. So I headed to New York to see what Google TV can really offer, and how Logitech and Google together can bring web content to your TV. I'm here in New York to check out Google TV with Logitech's Revue, and I've managed to grab Ariel, the Business Development Director for Logitech. Now, Ariel, for those of us who don't understand the concept of Google TV, will you just give us a brief overview of its fundamental features?
Of course. So Google TV fulfills two promises to the consumers. The first one is to provide a seamless integration between, on one hand, your TV content and on the other hand, the web content in a way that has never been seen before. The second promise, which is actually made possible because Google TV is an open platform, is to now provide you access to unlimited amount of content and applications.
Brilliant. Now, internet TVs are now available on the market, but for those who don't have an integrated TV and want to receive the internet on their televisions, Logitech's Revue is the best way to do this, especially with Google TV.
Yes, so in fact Logitech has even integrated its Harmony technology, but this time inside the box, which means that Logitech Revue will work with any brand of TV, any brand of set-top box and any brand of AV receiver.
Which is brilliant, so you don't have to be sort of one branded in your living room, whether it's Sony, Panasonic, Samsung or LG.
So the first thing you need to actually take advantage of this integration is a controller that has been designed for both TV and web. And this is the keyboard controller. Okay. Notice here the touchpad and the keyboard, really for seamless web navigation. Then the next thing you need is a new kind of search.
Yeah.
And so for the very first time now with Google TV and Logitech Revue, you have an integrated search from Google that will span across web and TV content.
Will you just give us a quick demonstration here?
So the only thing you need to do is to bring up the search bar, and let's find one of my favorite shows, which is the Gadget Show.
Ah, yes, let's do that.
So the Gadget Show is not aired in the US, so we don't expect to see any TV results, but we expect to see some web results.
Oh yeah, brilliant. You've got the episode, our blow up challenge on 5 Forward and 5 TV and our YouTube channel.
And with one click, what happened is we will be arriving on your YouTube channel on YouTube.
Wow. So if and when Google TV becomes available in the UK, people will be able to search, and if they've been recording us on their set-top boxes, they'll get their series lists that are saved, and also from our website and YouTube in the living room, not having to go to the computer or anything.
Absolutely. And you can even do picture-in-picture. You could even be watching your show on one part of the screen while you're browsing the website on the other part. Logitech has been launching 2 smartphone apps, one for iPhone compatible with the iPad and one for Android phone. So I could actually be navigating the user interface. As you can see, I'm going through the user interface using my smartphone. And the same way, I can actually launch a search with the virtual keyboard. But because it has a microphone, you can even now do a voice search. So let me try one very popular mainstream TV show. The Price is Right.
Oh, brilliant.
And see how we could have, again, the same integration of TV results and of web results coming instantly on your big TV screen.
So if you haven't got your remote control with you, but you've always got your phone on you.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Now, these products, obviously Google TV is available in the US, it's not in Europe just yet. So are all of these products going to be launched at that time?
The Logitech camera you see here, as well as the mini controller and the smartphone app, really works in conjunction with Google TV.
Right, okay.
So whenever Google TV will be made available in a country on an international basis, then obviously we will launch at the same time our Logitech peripherals.
Brilliant. Well, fingers crossed, it'll make it over to the UK very soon. Well, that's all we've got time for this week, but I'll be back next week with more news and reviews. Don't forget to catch the main show this Monday night at 8 on 5, because this week the team take on the experts as they use tech to beat the pros at their own game. Susie has a decorating challenge against Tommy Walsh, Polly faces a 10-pin bowling champ, Otis has to survive the great outdoors.
Yes!
Jason competes against a 5-time go-kart champion, and John takes on an award-winning film director as he makes his very own movie. It's sure to be a great episode and definitely one not to miss. But from me here at Web TV, it's bye for now.